You never really got a chance to say goodbye, did you?
Never, Maury, never.
Now, this is a picture of a young man named Rayne. It was taken just days before Rayne was shot and killed on May 29th, 2019. The murder took place in front of his girlfriend, Dreka's house, and she was pregnant at the time. After his death, Rayne's mother, Gloria, was told that Rayne didn't believe that he was the father of Dreka's unborn baby. So today, Dreka's son, Ezekiel, is 1 year, and Gloria is desperate to know if he is her grandchild. Watch.
On May 29th of 2019, my son Rayne was murdered right in front of his girlfriend Dreka's home. When I got the phone call, I just fell to my feet and all I could do was pray for God to help me. It was the toughest thing I ever had to face. At the time Dreka was pregnant, there has been so much turmoil about whether or not Dreka's son is my grandchild. One of Rayne's baby mother, KK, told me that Rayne said Dreka cheated on him. She says Rayne didn't believe he was the father of Dreka's baby. I'm tired of them putting me through this. This is not what my son would have wanted. My grandchildren are all I have left of my son. I need answers.
We're going to talk to Rayne's ex-KK, who doesn't really believe that Rayne fathered baby Ezekiel. But before we do, let's talk to Rayne's mom, Gloria, who's joining us now live from Orlando, Florida. Gloria, we, of course, are terribly sorry about your loss. Your son's tragic death, left you with two unanswered questions. What are those two questions?
What happened to my son, Rayne? And is Ezekiel my grandson?
Getting the DNA test, that's going to answer one of your questions, right?
Right.
Do you want Ezekiel to be your grandchild?
Oh, yes, Maury. I've been there since day one when Dreka was in the hospital. I was there with her. I had to put everything, my emotions to the side about my son being dead and everything that they were saying about the situation.
Here's the thing. You've got Dreka, who believes that Ezekiel is your grandson. And we've got KK, who, by the way, is the mother of two of Rayne's children, who says Rayne told her he might not be the father of Ezekiel.
There's a lot of rumors that Dreka had multiple partners, but he did tell me. He said, Mom, she's pregnant. She said she's pregnant. He was so happy.
Let's talk about your son, because that warms your heart, right? What kind of boy was he?
He was loving. Everybody knew him in the neighborhood. He was a great grandson, a great friend. I just wish he would have told me that something was wrong and maybe I could help him.
You never really got a chance to say goodbye, did you?
Never, Maury, never. I had to donate his organs. It was a decision I made because the doctors told me and his father, there's nothing we can do. All of his organs are working 100%, but the brain dead. And they said, Miss Gloria, you can do something for someone else, turn this tragedy into something good. And I decided to donate his organs, to put my hurt aside, my loneliness, and allow God to work in favor for someone else and forget me and my son.
That's what happened. I mean, his organs now have allowed other people to live.
5 people.
So you can take solace in that.
Somebody's got his heart. Somebody's breathing better with his lungs. Someone has his kidneys and his liver. And as far as I heard, everybody is successfully able to live now better.
And the big unknown is who killed your son.
What happened?
The police, it's an open case, but they don't have any hard leads, right?
They don't say much.
They took Dreka to the police department. They investigated her. They let her go home. They found she had nothing to do with it.
What happened that night?
That night, I was specifically sitting on the porch, and he was trying to convince me to come talk to him, and we was not really getting along that day. And he been having some trouble with somebody. I don't know who the guy is or whatever. No, I don't have nothing to do with it. You just grow up.
The trouble was with you. He told me.
No.
The trouble was with you.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't
wasn't.
be around your house if the
Okay.
trouble was not with you.
We was in a relationship, so we was together. So just cause everybody just
And
have relationship
exclusively, that
problems.
is not a relationship. That comes from Rayne. I was with him for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And I had
know
a
everything
relationship
about
with
you.
him.
And I don't have and I
I
was
thought
on
you
the phone
just
with
told
him
more
every
you
time you
don't
go.
know me. I thought you
Yeah,
didn't know
he talked
me.
about you all the time. I don't know
thought
you.
you didn't
I just
know
know
me.
you from him.
Okay, hold on. I still didn't get the end of this story. You all were talking. You were you weren't getting along that evening when he came by to see you. And then what were his movements? He walked away? He walked down the street? What happened?
He left. And supposedly, I'm not sure what happened after that. I heard the 3 shots. And
He didn't leave
probably
if he got
turned
shot in
around.
front of your house.
Yeah, at the end of the
He
street when I
didn't
was sitting on the
leave
porch.
if he got shot in front of your house. He did not
It wasn't
leave
exactly in front of my house.
if he was shot in front of
You
your
don't
house.
know how he was
found
faced.
on the sidewalk, and that came off
Okay.
of the TV.
Okay.
Okay?
Was you there?
On the sidewalk that is literally
Was you there?
next
Oh,
to
be quiet,
the
little girl.
house that you're at.
Okay.
I'm a grown woman, which is
Okay.
why
All
I'm
right,
going to
KK,
confront you for my
KK,
friend.
I'm going to talk to you in a bit, okay? Dreka,
Okay.
you didn't go to the funeral. Why not?
Because I didn't want to deal with the trash that he got going on. That's why I didn't go to the funeral. I wanted him to have a peaceful, restful funeral.
So you think your appearance might have caused some trouble?
It would have.
And you live with the pain of his death every day? You didn't actually see him go down?
No. I just saw him laying there on the ground.
So when I open up that envelope, it's going to say that Rayne is the father of Ezekiel.
Yes, it is.
You think your son looks like him?
Yeah, he favored him.
And you think that will put all these problems at rest in terms of whether he is the father or not? You think that you can get along with KK if you prove that he's the father of Ezekiel?
Like I said before, I don't have a problem with her. She has a problem with me.
So KK is now joining us from Orlando, Florida. Why don't you like her, KK? Why don't you like Dreka?
Maury, it's not that I don't like her. It's that I was informed before even knowing her that she can't be trusted.
Why can't she be trusted?
She's known as the whore of Coffer Shores. She is known to be very promiscuous. She is known not to have boyfriends. She has plenty of things that she did herself that has nothing to do with me that causes her to be deemed the whore of Coffer Shores.
Oh, boy. Did Rayne really tell you he didn't think he was the father? Why would he say that?
Rayne did tell me he was not the father. He did tell me that they were going through issues. He did tell me that he was seeing plenty of other people. And I can only believe him.
KK, you always have some drama going on. You know that she was like that before, but she changed.
She
Dreka
didn't change.
decided to
You
change.
don't know nothing about me, girl.
She didn't
You don't know
change.
nothing
If she
about
was,
me. I
if she was
changed a
able
whole
to
lot.
change, you wouldn't be here
Okay.
today.
It's not
So why
up
am
to
I
you.
here? Rayne is not here to be able to speak his piece.
But the killer is the person we need to focus on getting justice for Rayne, not fighting and bickering at each other. What are the kids gonna think when they see us?
And what will the kids think when we're looking at someone who knows?
But the
Okay.
police took her downtown and they investigated her for hours. They checked her phone, KK.
KK. Rayne was a good father to your kids?
Rayne was the funnest father I've ever seen growing up.
And-
He was great with my kids. They enjoyed his presence, and they took a lot of positive aspects from him.
Okay. And you don't think that Ezekiel looks like one of your children, Rayne Jr.? You don't think they look alike?
I don't really have an opinion on whether they look alike or not, because the most important part is that paper is the most important. And I don't really think that that baby looks like mine, because my 2 kids look almost identical, and one's a girl and one's a boy. So her baby does not look like my kids.
I have feelings for all of you. And and the only way I think it can come out right is if indeed Ezekiel is Rayne's child. In the case of 1-year-old Ezekiel, Gloria, you are the grandmother.
All right. You're lucky.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are very lucky.
No,
now that I know my kids.
No, I'm not.
Now that I know my
I'm not.
kids have another half sibling, I still want to know what happened to their dad.
You are not the father.